A few things for the upper body and a few things for the lower body. Okay? Okay? Okay?
Okay.
Yay, yay.
Rock on.
Say something. Okay, so we're just going to start with some opening here. So if you intertwine your fingers behind your head, you? Okay? And we're going to start by open stance, bending at the knees. And I'm going to grab underneath here. It's a self-starter. And you're just going to lift up like this. Open up pec like crazy. Easy, right? Because you're lifting with your legs. One more time. Up. So nice. Okay? And then one arm down. And you take this other arm and you move it like this. And you're going to do this. Continually open up pec. So from here, it's down. And you approach slowly because not everyone can do this. And if you can, though, you stabilize here, this hand under here, and you lift with your legs to get the stretch. And then the arm's going to come out, and you're going to sit on the table like this. So now we can deal with the vertebral border of the scapula in this position. And we're going to use our forearm. So we're going to come in the space between the spinous process and the vertebral border of the scapula, here. And instead of pressing down, we're just going to shift our weight this way. So that takes the muscles away from the spine. It's okay? And then you're going to work your way down this way. So sink into the laminar groove. And again, you're shifting your weight this way, so you're not having to muscle at all. You have nice contact, and you just shift your weight, and it's moving the muscle away.
So your tension's on the erectors, is that right?
Correct. So laminar groove is, here's spinous process, and the space just immediately lateral is laminar groove. That's where you place your elbow. So when you're moving, you're bumping into the medial border of the most pronounced of the erectors longissimus, right? And you're taking the longissimus that away. It's also a part of the bladder meridian, the inner bladder meridian. So nice and easy loosening of the back. This position is very nice for opening the back with minimal amount of effort. Your lumbars are very interesting.
I know, they're like rocks.
My God, girl. So she has like rock lumbars, so I'm just going to hang out there for a second. Okay? And then, so we dealt with this side of longissimus. Now we're going to do thumb pressure into the lateral border of longissimus. So starting at top of the shoulder, brace thumb, you're going to feel for, first of all, the longissimus, the most staunch of the erectors. You're going to address the lateral border by pressing in, right? So you feel for the lateral border and then just lean in with the braced thumb. Because this helps free the longissimus off the rib cage. And then when you get into that space just below the 12th rib and just above the iliac crest, you got to make sure that you are aware of where you're at. You don't want to sink down too much, but you're still trying to address the lateral border of longissimus. And again, I'm just using my body weight to go in there. And because we have this space here, we're going to use forearm just to sink in like this. It's okay. So this is just straight in, and then we're going to release the pressure, and then we're going to angle so we're pressing down towards the iliac crest. Create a little openness in the hip. It's okay. Okay, so we repeat the same on the other side. But then we're going to come, oh no. But then we're going to come, because this is just going to be one trade. So then we're going to work gluteals, hamstrings, gastroc. So for gluteals, come like this, move the leg out a little bit, and with the flat of your fist, engage the musculature as you bring the leg across. So you bring the leg across because it brings the musculature up to the surface more. So when the muscle comes up to the surface, you apply pressure, right? And you just work the whole area there. Pressure's okay? And you want to be in the soft portion between the bony landmarks, between the greater trochanter of the femur and the lateral border of the sacrum. So all in there. And then you can do some sustained pressure, either with the flat of your fist or your thumb, and then bring the leg out. Because that's pin and stretch of piriformis. It's okay? So this first, so this loosens up the gluteals, right? And then once you loosen the more superficial gluteals, you want to go in deeper a little bit for the lateral rotators. So either establish it with here, but you want to rotate the leg out. So that's nice, the stretch and pin and stretch piriformis. And then we're going to come and deal with the hamstrings. So, you know, you can compress this way, but you can use your body weight this way. Pressure's okay? Mm-hmm. So easy, right? And you're obviously going to use the knee that's closest to their feet. So you're not going across like this. So you come up and you kneel even with their hip. And you come up and you're going to place your knee just immediately below or distal to the gluteal shelf, right, the fold. Sink right in. Right? And then we're going to come down. We're going to do I'm going to do this side. That sun is killer. So after working hamstrings, you come down like this and stretch. And stretch, and it's resting in your leg. Thank you. And you're starting just below. What was our anatomical word of the day? The popliteal crease. We're going to start just below, so right where the gastroc heads are the widest. And we're going to do a braced thumb like we did before, right in between. Thank you all. Right? And then we're going to end by just a little footwork. Okay, and we do both feet, both legs, and then we're going to end like this. Pressure's okay?
Awesome.
So here's the curve of our feet. Here's the curve of your patella. I think it's about time the two met. So they can fit right in there, right? So in, just check it out. Nice sustained stretch, loosening up the plantar fascia. And then customarily a little back flip for a flying dismount. Okay.